First, we're going to start off with Biolumin C Serum by Dermalogica. Basically, this is your antioxidants. It's going to give you tons of glow and protection. Next, we're going to use the new vitamin-enriched eye base cream from Bobbi Brown. This product is super hydrating, but it dries to a very smooth finish, not slippery at all, so that you can apply concealer on top of it. This will help your makeup stay in place. As we all know, wearing masks sometimes gives us inflammation and extra sensitivity. So the product Julie's going to use to fight that is the new Trish McEvoy Soothe and Illuminate Cream. This is even a great product for those who don't like to use foundation at all. It looks beautiful. She's going to apply this using a brush, and as you can tell, it evens out the skin tone immediately. Hydrates your skin, and the soothing elements are perfect for that irritation caused by the masks. Next up for foundation, we're going to use something by Dior. We are so excited to now have Dior at our West Paces Ferry store. Julie is going to use the Dior Forever Skin Glow. You don't need much of it. She's going to use the same brush again that she used the Soothe and Illuminate cream with, and then she's just going to bounce it off of her skin. Make sure you're focusing on the center of the face. If you see any extra spots that need a little more coverage, Julie recommends going back through and dabbing it in with your fingers on those spots. So with all attention on the eyes, because that's all you can see, everyone's noticing that they may have darker circles under their eyes that they haven't noticed in the past. So what she's doing is starting with a corrector. This is a two-step process by Bobbi Brown. We highly recommend this brush. It's double-ended, so you can use it for both the foundation and the concealer. So first, she's going to start with the concealer. This one is a pinky color, which corrects Alyssa's blue undertones under her eyes. If you don't want to use brushes, it's okay to use your fingers. Just don't rub it. Press it into the skin. You can instantly see the difference in the two sides. Now Julie's going to do the same thing on the other eye, blending it all the way up. And the inside corner of the eye can get dark too, so don't neglect that part. Sometimes when you're putting on your concealer, you may think you're putting on too much, but your skin will absorb 30% of it before you even walk out the door. Next up, we're going to bring this concealer back to her natural color with Dior Illuminating. This is great stuff, especially if you don't want to wear a lot of makeup. You could just touch up spots around the eyes and the nose, blend it in, and that's really all you'd have to do. So Julie's just going to go in and add a little bit more under the eyes and then blend it in gently by tapping it with her finger. So masks have been adding a little bit of irritation right here in this area. So don't be afraid to go along that line and just add a little extra concealer to counteract those red marks. So you always want to set your concealer, but make sure to use something that's sheer and something that will brighten your skin. Again, Julie's going to be using Dior, and she's just going to lightly dust it under her eyes. And then she's just going to add a little bit more throughout the center of the face because she likes the cheeks to glow, so she'll avoid the high cheekbones. So now Alyssa's going to pull her mask up just so you can see exactly how bright her eyes are already looking by just the proper use of the concealers. Next, Julie's going to tap just a little bit of color on her cheeks. She's using one of her favorite products. It's by Westman Atelier. It's called the Super Loaded Tinted Highlight. In addition to a tap of color, it also adds glow and highlight. This product is really an all-in-one for your cheeks. It does so much. Next, we're going to prime her with the Trish McEvoy eye base. Normally, you would just wipe it across with the wand and dab it in, but Julie's going to use a disposable here for cleanliness sake. Julie likes to use a brush to blend it all over the lid. Look how pretty and bright her eyes are just by using that base. Everything that we do going forward is just going to be an add-on to how awesome this is going to be. Now onto the brows. Trish has come out with a new Brow Perfector pomade. This is really going to hold your brows in place. Alyssa loves a strong, bold eyebrow, so Julie's going to use the color Natural Brunette. Although Trish McEvoy does have lighter colors if you're interested in that. So you start with the pencil where the brow needs it most. In this case, it's about here in the middle, and then she moves in short strokes until she fills it in, until it looks natural, but shaped and bold. Now onto the other side. Next up, the Dior Illuminating Powder. She's just going to dust it onto the eyes and then under the eyes on the cheekbones. Same thing on the other side. A quick dust on the lid and then around to the cheekbones. So Julie's #1 trick to making your eyes stand out without it being super noticeable that you're wearing makeup is to tightline. And her favorite product to use while doing this is the Trish McEvoy Liquid Liner. A lot of people think, wait, I cannot use a liquid liner, but trust us, you can use this one. This has a felt tip, which is super easy to use, and it also has lash growth enhancer in it, so it's a win-win. It's going to strengthen your lashes while it makes you look pretty. So you're actually going to apply it underneath the lash line, and you're just going to press it in. You don't have to draw a straight, perfect line. You're just pressing it from lash to lash until they're all connected. Now, same thing on the other side. Now, at this point, you could just add some mascara and you're done out the door. But alas, we're going to be extra and we're going to show you some more gorgeous products and tips. So Julie is going to add a Purple Plum eyeliner by Dior. This color is going to be stunning on Alyssa's green eyes. It's also waterproof, so you don't have to worry about it coming off in the crease. So what you're going to do is you're going to dash it into your lash line. You don't need to draw a line. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. That's extremely difficult and unnecessary. Now she's going to add a small wing. So how you do this is by going to your last lash and you're going to point your pencil towards the crease of your eye and draw a line that looks like your eye crease continues. And then you're going to bring it back and connect it. Again, you could also add some mascara here and call it done, but we're going to add shadow now. Chantecaille has the most gorgeous fall palette. Julie is going to use this middle color here, dipping it of the brush into the palette and tapping off the excess on her hand. You want to start on the outside corner and then sweep it back and forth like windshield wipers. And you can even extend it a little bit on the farther outer corner. Same thing on the other side, starting in the crease. Keep the dark on the outside and avoid that inner corner. Next, Julie is going to go with the deep gold shade, just a little on the center of the eye to make it pop. See how that brightened it up? Now if you let color under your eyes, use the smudge brush. Julie's going to use the third color now in this palette and gently brush it close to the lash line with the majority of the color being on the outside corner. Then bring it up a little bit into the top side of her eye so that it looks like a seamless blend. And finally, mascara. This is the Eye-Opening Mascara by Bobbi Brown. It has an amazing wand and really gives you a ton of volume. For cleanliness sake, we're going to use a disposable wand here, but if you see in person how this wand performs, you will be shocked. The key to mascara is making sure that you apply it to the base of the root of the lash and then wiggle it out. Julie's finger acts as a guard so that none ends up on that pretty eyeshadow. Now for the bottom lashes, you're going to brush it on the top, not all the way through. And finally, a little lit highlighter from Westman Atelier. She's going to press a little bit on her cheekbones, corner of the eye, and brow bone. Now this has hyaluronic acid in it, so it plumps the skin in addition to brightening it. Now you're all set. Don't let a mask deter you from looking your best. It's all about the eyes now.